Welcome, everybody. You're back with the Next Man Up crew. My brother, of course, Mandy, and your host, Chooch. We're here to bring you some unfiltered sports, some betting, and some fantasy stuff, some takeaways, and of course, our guest. Yes, we brought the guest back this week. Very exciting guest for you. We really hope you enjoy our guest and what he has to say. But let's move on to our first topic. And the first topic, of course, is, Mandy, college hoops is back, baby.
Hold on. Before we get to our first topic, I got to go ahead and I got some memorabilia I got out, man. We got our first, what do you call it when someone gives you free stuff to show it off? What's it called?
Like affiliate marketing, kind of?
Sure. My boy Rick Rolla got a little city of Santa City of Champions t-shirt here, baby. So we'll make sure to go ahead and get his IG out there to you guys. So you guys can go and support small business out there in LA. A lot more stuff coming, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. My takeaway.
Exactly, and hey, you never know when the Lakers and Dodgers will win it in the same year, so got to get it while it's hot. Okay, we'll see about that. But so college hoops is back, Mandy. College hoops, and I don't know about you, but I love watching some college hoops. Like I was watching Ball State, North Kentucky today, just because it was a good game down the stretch, and I put a little bit of money on it.
Oh, yeah. It's fun. That's the real reason why I'm twisted. Okay, calm down.
Partially. So, I mean, it was a good game. I wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't. But yes, college hoops is back. Did you watch any games today? How do you feel about the season coming back?
I love it. I absolutely love college basketball. Right, you always get your surprises. You always get these teams out here, that you don't know about. And all of a sudden, they go ahead and just do miraculous things. See, today I watched a whole plethora of games. Right now we're filming. It's a Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. Right now I'm disappointed because I'm watching UCLA get handed right now by San Diego State. Whatever. So I started watching a little bit of that game. I was watching Oakland get destroyed by
Xavier.
Yes. Xavier looks good. And I saw a couple other games I've seen so many that I can't even think about it right now. But yeah, man, I love college basketball.
How weird is it? Because what is the biggest thing about college basketball? It's the crowds, right? It's the fans. Yeah. Right, exactly. But there's none of that this year. So how do you think players feel? How do you think that they're adjusting to the change? Because, I mean, it's so different. That's what they feed off of. That's their energy. That's their lifeline, especially for those smaller schools. That's what can put them over the hump sometimes when they're playing a big school like, Xavier, Gonzaga.
Like now they're saying right now UCLA, this is UCLA's first time playing in a road game to start the season in 35 years. So they're playing down there in Viejas Arena in San Diego State. Right, they're playing a true road game. I was going to say true road game, but it's not because there's no fans there. So that's why the coach was like, we don't care. We'll go down to San Diego State and play them. There's no fans, so it's like a neutral game, but with absolutely zero fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks good on the RPI and the API, where they use these indexes for strengthening to go play a road game, though it's not really a road game because there's no fans. So
I was listening to one of the announcers, and he really kind of hit it on the head as like talking about how this is kind of like AAU basketball kind of all over again, because those are kind of empty gyms. Sometimes they section off part of it. You know what I mean? Not a whole lot of people are there.
I was listening to one of the announcers during like a little ESPN post-game show, and he was saying, oh yeah, these college kids, they're getting the full Dartmouth experience playing with no fans in the stands. That's funny.
That's pretty good. If those of you don't know, Dartmouth, Ivy League college, not a lot of people go into those games. So, Mandy, I put in a futures bet today. Let me know what you think about it, okay, on who's going to win the national championship. And these are pretty long odds. So I put in one for the University of Alabama. And they looked really good today to start. And I think that they're going to be a little bit underestimated. They got a couple of NBA players on that team, plus 5,600. I like if Alabama gets to the tourney. I think they could do some dangerous things. And another team a little bit more serious. Odds weren't as long. They're about 1,800. Still, everyone's going to be pretty long shot because of the tournament style. The University of Illinois. I think they got two NBA guards on that team, Adam Miller and Ayo Dosunmu. I don't know how to say his last name, but they both put up big numbers today. Dosunmu put up a double-double, almost a triple-double, but I think Illinois is the real deal, and they haven't been for a long time.
Some people say that I heard him talking about Illinois, that they might be the best team in the Big Ten, and the Big Ten are usually one of the best conferences in college basketball. So that's pretty high praise for Illinois.
Yeah, I think the Fighting Illini go pretty deep. That's my long shot pick. I put them in already on the futures bet. I think after this week, after they play somebody big, it'll really go up. The odds will go down. So maybe you want to lock it in now. Some good shot. And then the Alabama pick is one of those you never know in the tourney. You know what I mean? You never know. I think they got a lot of good athletes on that team. And college basketball, you just never know. But so moving on to the second topic.
Well, so you're not going to ask me who I pick?
Oh, right. Yeah, who do you like?
I'm the college guy here. Hello, this is my forte here. So that's cute. So college, I got three teams. I'm going to go with chalk. Okay, I see it. And my far out pick.
Okay.
And they're all ranked in the top 15.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to be focused on defense. Defense is what wins games in college basketball. True. I don't care what you say. It's all about defense, okay? So my number one team that I think is going to win the national championship, they're the number one team in the country, and that's Gonzaga. Gonzaga is freaking loaded. Oh, my Lord Jesus. They are loaded top to bottom. And this was before the NCAA yesterday made one of their star players eligible. This kid named Andrew Nembhard, I believe his name is. Yep, Andrew Nembhard, transferred from the University of Florida, who was a starter over there, a stud. Now he's over at Gonzaga. They weren't expecting him to play this year, and the NCAA cleared him. So that's another weapon that Gonzaga was, prior to him being eligible, were already number one in the country. And now that he became eligible, they went from number one to like 1 and 2. They're loaded, man. Not even close.
I like the pick. Who would you say is the most famous alumni from Gonzaga?
Adam Morrison, baby.
Adam Morrison.
I'm gonna go with the Zags with my chalk pick. My second pick, the best defense in the country year in, year out, by Coach Bennett. That's Virginia. They're led by a point guard named Kaihi Clark, right here from LA. Played for LA Rockfish. Went to LA Taft.
Yeah, they dominated today too. So
yeah, man, Virginia plays a really good defense. Virginia plays an amazing defense, right? As of right now, they're still the reigning NCAA champion.
Yeah, that's
Virginia.
True. Gotta take
great. They're the team that runs the shot clock to about 5 seconds, takes a shot, and go plays man-to-man in-your-face defense. They win games 48-40, 52-55, whatever. They win really low close games. My far out pick, is like, we'll see, this is actually my favorite team from college basketball. And it's not really because of the school, it's because of the coach.
Okay.
And that's Texas Tech. Oh, my Lord. I love
Who coaches Texas Tech?
Oh, man, I don't know his name. Look up his name, dude. I forgot his name. He's a short, fat. I like fat guys. Okay, I'm fat too, I like short, fat guys who coach, right? Those are my guys, Stan Van Gundy and this guy from Texas Tech. Look at his name up for me, please. Before this, I found him coaching at Arkansas Little Rock. Okay, Arkansas Little Rock. And
they made some turning noise a while back, right?
He was a coach. Of that team, and he preaches defense. They made some noise. They went to the Sweet 16. Arkansas Little Rock. What's his name? Chris Beard, yes. This guy is an amazing coach. Texas Tech last year, I think, made it to the Elite Eight or before. I don't know. They're a really good team, man.
They had Jarrett Culver, right?
Yes. Great defensive-minded coach. Texas Tech is my team. That's like either ranked 15th in the country right now. They're amazing. I love these guys.
Yeah, Jarrett Culver's awesome. I think he plays for Minnesota now, first-round pick, I believe. So, yeah, absolutely. Texas Tech came out of nowhere. I buy it. I can see it. So moving on from the tournament stuff into NFL playoffs, because if you think about it, you're 10, 11 games in, we're starting to really see a playoff picture kind of form, but at the same time,
especially in the NFC, but at the same time, there's a lot of wiggle room here. For example, a team like the Baltimore Ravens
6-4, third in the AFC North, behind the Browns. Technically, right now, if the season ended today, Baltimore's not a playoff team. Do you think
the AFC, that playoff picture is so like just unclear?
Yes.
There's so many teams involved. I don't know. Like it's tough. I mean, the right now the team that actually has the leg up in the AFC is the Browns in the AFC wildcard.
They do
7-3.
7-3.
They're ahead of the Ravens. They're ahead of the Raiders.
Right? And they're tied with the Titans as well.
Yeah.
The only thing that the Browns don't have going for them that I will say, they don't own a tiebreaker against the Raiders because they lost that head-to-head match. And we'll see what happens with the Ravens. I think they still have to play them twice. So my first team I highlighted here, the Ravens. Do you think that the Ravens at the end of the year are a playoff team?
Yes, I've seen their schedule. What's crazy is with these. Okay, this is who I think is involved. There's 3 wild card spots, right?
Right.
3 wild card spots. I have the Titans and Colts. Right, one of those teams will win. So one of those teams will be one playoff spot.
I think they both go in. Yeah, I think they both get in.
Well, I don't know because they're both 7-3. I mean, I don't know. So Titans and Colts take away one spot. Okay. The Ravens and Browns, and the Raiders. The Raiders.
That's really who you got left in the AFC.
And the Dolphins.
Technically, the Dolphins. The Dolphins are really
5 teams for 3 spots, and that's tough. And what's crazy is when you look at their schedules, even though they're in different leagues,
they could each win
they
like almost.
Play each other.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I honestly watching the Ravens, they're not the same team they were last year. Their defense isn't as good. When they get behind, there's a crazy statistic. Like I think they're like 25-1 when leading at halftime, right? Because why? The style of play. They run the football, kill the clock, things like that. They haven't been able to run the football effectively. They've been having to rely on Lamar Jackson throwing the ball, and he hasn't performed.
Now,
I think the Ravens are the team on the outside, to be honest with you.
But look at this though. Okay, right now they have 6 wins, right?
Right, 6-4.
Look at the remaining schedule.
They got Pittsburgh this week.
Okay, Pittsburgh.
They lost to Pittsburgh last time out.
They have the Cowboys.
Okay, Cowboys are getting tougher.
Cowboys, Browns, Jaguars, Giants, Bengals.
There's some winnable games for sure. Some winnable games.
The last 3 games, the Jaguars, Giants, and Bengals, they're going to go 3-0.
Yep. No, I definitely agree.
That's 3 wins. All they got to do is beat the Browns and the Cowboys, and they'll be 11 wins.
True.
They might lose to the Steelers and fall 6-5 and win their next 5 games and go 11-5.
That's true. I think the team with the toughest road, to be honest, and I'm a Raider fan, I think it's the Raiders, just because of the division that they play in, okay? And I know you're gonna say, oh, the Chargers aren't great, oh, the Broncos aren't great, and they're not. They're not great. They're not great.
For me, now you're speaking for me. Oh my God.
They're not great teams, but they're tough outs. The Chargers have lost however many games they've lost. I think 7 games by like a combined of like 26 points. Not a lot.
The Chargers are bad.
They're a tough team. They're a tough team to play. They're a tough team to get by. And then you got the Denver Broncos also in that division who play everybody tough. And you saw it last week. They beat Miami, who technically was a playoff team at the time.
So the key right now, the key to this game, Raiders and remember I said that AFC's teams, even though they're in different leagues, they still play each other?
Yes.
Week 15.
I think week 17, the Raiders and Dolphins play each other.
Week 16. It's week 16. Raiders and Dolphins. That's going to be the game, maybe.
Could be a key matchup there. Could definitely be a key matchup. We'll keep our eye on that for sure. Out of all these playoff teams in the picture, so you got, I'm just going to list them for you. Steelers, Chiefs, Bills, Colts, Titans, Browns, Raiders, Cardinals, Bucks, Seahawks, the Eagles, gosh, Packers, Rams, Saints. All these things could change, obviously. But out of these teams, who do you think has an advantage going into the playoffs, without fans, things like that? Who really has the advantage? Who do you see,
So we're not going to talk about the NFC playoff picture? We're just going to go.
Not really, because there's nobody tied. The next team closest is the Bears, and they're 5-5, and they're a terrible 5-5.
Can I at least make that? Can I at least tell our fans? Make that assumption that the fans know that I did my research and let them know that's going to happen.
Well, they don't care. Well, I don't know if they care, to be honest. But so who do you think has the advantage in the NFC? Just tell me who you think has the advantage. Why?
You know who? Just to piss you off, the Rams do. The Rams have the advantage, okay? Because Jared Goff is going to go to the line in a road game with no fans, and he's yelling, "Juggle, juggle, juggle! Raider, 49, 74." He's the one who makes all these. The Rams and Sean McVay and Jared Goff, they make so many audibles at the line. That's why they get so many delay of game penalties. For my Ram fans out there, the Rams are good for at least 2 delay of game penalties because they go tempo, but they go to the line.
Please explain how that's an advantage when they're getting penalties for what they're doing.
No, because I want to show our fans that the Rams, they're always motioning, they're always calling adjustments, they're always audibling on the line, so that's going to benefit them having no fans. Just watch a Ram offensive series or two, and you're going to see Jared Goff. He's the most animated, most talkative quarterback in the NFL.
All right, let me pause you for a second there, okay? Because all great quarterbacks make audibles at the line, correct? Yeah. Right or wrong? Okay, so tell me which of these quarterbacks is Jared Goff better than, okay, in the NFC? Is he better than Drew Brees? No. Is he better than Aaron Rodgers? No. Is he better than Russell Wilson? No. Is he better than Tom Brady? No. So I think those guys might have the clear advantage at the line to make audibles.
You bring all those quarterbacks. Jared Goff beat Tom Brady last week. He beat Russell Wilson 2 weeks ago. He beat the guy from the Saints in the NFC Championship game 2 years ago. So all those guys
on a really bad pass interference call.
All those things you just said, Jared Goff beat all those guys. So
here's what I'm saying. Okay. Here's what I'm saying. I think the Rams. I think the Rams. I'm not. I think the Rams have an amazing opportunity in the NFC. Don't get me wrong. They have a great defense. I think whoever they play, the defense is going to keep them in the game. That's correct. But I think at the end of it, when it comes to playoff time, it really comes down to good quarterback play. And the play that he made when he was playing against the Bucs, I mean, he threw 2 picks, right? He threw one ridiculous pick to Jason Pierre-Paul that he shouldn't have thrown. He should have ate and took in a sack, right? Correct. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to good quarterback play. And yeah, I'm not saying Tom Brady's the other guy who's going to do it. He's 45 years old. You know what I mean? I just think that at the end of the day, everybody in this NFC has a good defense. At the end of the day, it's going to come down to quarterback play. And to be honest, with the game on the line, out of most of the quarterbacks in the NFC and in the playoff picture left, I don't want Jared Goff. I'd rather have somebody else. I'd rather have Aaron Rodgers. I'd rather have Russell Wilson. I'd rather have Drew Brees, to be honest with you. I would much rather have those guys than I would want Jared Goff. It might not even
his was it like
11 broken ribs. Yeah, absolutely. I'll take Drew Brees, but when he's healthy, right? But don't get me wrong. The Rams could still go far. I just don't think it's going to be on the arm of Jared Goff. That's what I'm trying to say. Got it? So his audibles, it's cute. It's a cool pick. It's a cool thing to say, but everybody does that.
So what was the question again? So what was the question I answered?
Who has the advantage? Who had the advantage?
And my answer was Jared Goff of the Rams, because Jared Goff, being, like you say, not a good quarterback, he doesn't want fans in the stands, so that benefits him the most. So
that's good because he's soft. But anyway, let's move on to the next part of the show, and that's our lock and underdog. And let me tell you something. Last week didn't count, all right? Especially for me. That was not fair, okay? I had Miami -3.5. They should have covered. They really should have covered. But what happened? Of course, the starting quarterback gets knocked out of the game. Still almost came back, tied it, and would have covered in overtime. But, hey, I'm not hating. It's all good. Good job, Broncos. Good for you. Other game, Bengals. Bengals were doing well, moving the football with Joe Burrow in the game. What happened? Joe Burrow tore his ACL, MCL, PC, everything. He's out for a while. That happened to me on my bets. With those guys in, I guarantee you we cover. So we're going to hit it again this week. I promise we're going to hit it again hard. Yeah, you can play the violin all you want. I feel good about this one. So my lock, absolute lock it in, is the LA Rams -6.5. I'm going with the LA Rams. -6. Hey, money. I don't have biases when it comes to money, all right? -6.5. Why? Because they're playing the 49ers, okay? At SoFi Stadium, 49ers are on their backup quarterback, have a plethora of injuries on that team. You got the Rams defense playing lights out right now. I really think this game goes under, and I really think the 49ers score about 6 points. And I think the Rams can muster, what do you think, Mandy, 14, 21 points? We'll see. I don't know.
The Rams are going to score 28 points, okay? Play a roll. Jared Goff's going to throw 2 touchdowns, one to Reynolds and one to Cooper Kupp. And Robert Woods is going to have another 13 catch day. Cooper Kupp's have another 11 catch day.
Right. This is my lock. And we're not okay. So the other lock I had, I mean, this was kind of a fun play. Player prop. Go ahead, lock in Brady's over on his completions. I would say it's usually about 23 to 25. Anywhere near that, lock in the over. He doesn't have 2 bad games in a row. He just had a really bad game against the Rams, so give him a chance against the Chiefs. I think it's a high-scoring game. I think he throws for a lot of yards, stuff like that. Underdog of the week.
Oh, so wait. Tom Brady had a bad game, so he got outplayed by Jared Goff?
I never said he got outplayed by Jared Goff. The Rams defense came to play. He did a good job. You know, they both threw a bunch of picks. They both sucked. One guy did enough. That's what happened, okay?
One guy had, 2 receivers with 10 receptions in a game.
One guy did enough. And so on that same game, I'm gonna take the Bucks as my underdog. Okay, they're getting 3.5 points. I think they lose this game. Okay, don't get me wrong. I think they lose this game, but I think they lose by a field goal, and the half point gets us to cover. I'm thinking 28-31. I'm thinking that score right there. Chiefs. So they're playing against Kansas City. I said, Tom Brady had a rough game. He gets a much easier defense to play against, and Tom Brady just doesn't have bad back-to-back games like he had against the Saints. He had a really bad game. Next game he bounced back. Played really well against Carolina. So definitely not the same team, Carolina and the Chiefs, but I think I'm riding trends here. I'll take the +3 and take the Bucks as my underdog. So that's what I got. What you got?
So I am going to go ahead and take with my lock of the week. I'm going with Clemson. Clemson is heated.
You need to stop with these Clemson Notre Dame picks.
Dabo Swinney, my guy, he was pissed off. He said Florida State deserves a forfeit last week. They chose not to play the game because they were scared. Whatever. Dabo Swinney's he's the best guy at making everyone basically feel like Clemson is the little dog. Everyone shows no respect to Clemson. He feeds that to his players. His team's going to come out hard. They have the quarterback back, Lawrence. From
Trevor Lawrence is back.
Right, he's back. They're playing against Pittsburgh, who's so one-dimensional. It's not even funny. They're a great running team.
Just run the ball. Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, they're a great running team. But, man, Clemson is going to go ahead and
what's the spread on it?
23.5. 23.5.
I'll lay the points.
Yeah, Clemson's they're going to run the score up. They're going to run the score up because they got to go ahead and get Trevor Lawrence's reps back in, expecting him. And also, even when he comes out, you still got DJ
Uiagalelei. But do you expect any like lacks in like production with him coming back and having that week off, or you think he'll be good? Okay.
He'll be good, man. 23.5 points. Man, that's 4 touchdowns, 1 touchdown a quarter. Clemson minus 23.5. Take it.
All right.
My underdog, okay, Northwestern. I like my smarty pants schools. Northwestern, man, you guys are good. You guys are a good little underdog. Purple's your color. I love it.
They were 16.5 point underdogs against Wisconsin and won outright.
Ugly game.
But that was impressive.
Yeah, impressive. It's not gonna happen again. You're no longer a little guy there. You're number 1 in the Big Ten. Everyone knows you. Sure. Michigan State's been horrible. Michigan State has been bad. Okay, Michigan State is bad, but they're playing at home. Okay, Michigan State hopefully has some pride in them. I'm not saying Michigan State's going to win.
Oh no! What's the point spread?
13.5.
Oh man, I don't know. They got blown out by Rutgers. Look, Michigan State got blown out by Rutgers.
Northwestern doesn't score points.
Yeah, it's true. They only scored 10 when they beat Wisconsin.
Michigan State, all they got to do is score 14 maybe. Just give me just 2 touchdowns, Michigan State. Give me 2 touchdowns. Keep it close, right? If you have to, buy the half point, make it 14. Make even number right.
I feel better with that.
Yeah, Michigan State underdog plus 13.5. Buy the points. So I'm saying it right now. Buy the point, make it 14. Okay, and then Clemson to win by more than 23.
I really like the Clemson pick because of all the things you said. I don't know about freaking Michigan State. I just don't want to put money. But see, they played good against Michigan. They just played bad against Rutgers. I don't know. But those are Mandy's underdog and his lock. You got my lock and my underdog. Saturday, Sunday picks. Hopefully we get you some bread because we haven't been doing so hot, but we're going to get back in it. And extenuating circumstances, man. It happens. You get some bad beats. But Moving on to a quick fantasy minute or two, I got two guys for you that I'm eyeing here that I really like, especially number one, Gus Edwards. Okay, I I have always, I mean, I think J.K. Dobbins is the best back in that backfield. I really like him, but Gus Edwards fits the
not big trust.
no, not big trust, woo woo. But I think that Gus Edwards actually fits the Ravens system better than any other running back that they have. And J.K. Dobbins, Mark Ingram, both out on COVID protocol, so they both. I don't. But see, that's the only thing that the game got moved from Thursday to Sunday, so you kind of got to watch that. I would still pick them up, to have them, and if they both don't end up playing, because it's still kind of a short window of time, especially if they were COVID positive, not just relative relation to somebody. But Gus Edwards, he fits that system well. I know they're playing Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's about 10th against the run. But I think the Ravens, all they do is run. You have to run the ball if you're the Ravens. So Gus Edwards could be a really good volume play. And the next guy, Nelson Aguilar. Oh my goodness, this guy has been a revelation for the Raiders this year. Derek Carr has needed weapons, and who has he turned to? Nelson Aguilar. He's got the most catches in the league above 20 yards. Yes, I'm talking about Derek Carr, the guy who's a West Coast quarterback. No, he's airing the ball out to Nelson Aguilar. Why? Because he trusts him, because he's fast, because he's catching footballs. I know he didn't do it in Philadelphia. I believe he went to USC, right? But he did it there. He didn't do it in Philadelphia. John Gruden has solved the puzzle of Nelson Aguilar, taught him how to catch the football and score touchdowns. He's been great. So if you're looking for like a boom or bust guy, Nelson Aguilar is that guy. But he's scored plenty of touchdowns this year, most catches over 20 yards. Worth the shot if you need a receiver, a deep flex. So Nelson Aguilar, probably available in your league also.
Cool. So now we're going to move on. We haven't done this in a while, but we're back at it. We got a special guest with us. We got Anthony Taylor. Right now, you don't know the name. You think, who the hell is Anthony Taylor? He's in high school. Yeah, he's in high school. You should care because this kid is the number one ranked hurdler, track and field. Right, he runs the hurdles. Number one ranked high schooler in the state of California.
Wow.
He's number 3 in the country.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, say it again.
Wow.
Yes.
That's impressive. It's not every day you get to speak to a future Olympian, folks, and that's really what we see in this kid. You don't get to do it very often, so it's awesome that we get to listen to him talk. Very humble kid, and so let's bring him on. Let's bring on Anthony Taylor.
All right, my guys, we got my guy Anthony Taylor with us on the Next Man Up. So, Anthony Taylor, tell us, my guy, what makes you so special? Why did we bring you onto the show? What's your special skill set that you have? Talk to us.
All right, so basically, I do hurdles. I run track. Number one hurdler for my division.
Damn, so you're modest, huh? Straight to the point. Number one. Wait, so number one in the country or in the state?
All right, so in the country, I'm number 3, and then in the state, I'm number 1.
Yeah. Boy, so talk to us. So you say the high hurdles. What's your times? What's your best time? What's your PR? What's your average? All that stuff. How's that work?
All right, so freshman year, I ran 14 flat, 13.9, basically, and then I didn't get to run junior year, and freshman year, I was also ranked number 1 in my division too, and yeah, pretty much.
So what's your? Go ahead.
How did you pick up hurdling?
All right, it's actually pretty funny. So everybody in like my family, they was hurdlers, so I was kind of like forced into doing it. So like during youth track. So you got to be like 10 or something to start doing hurdles. So as soon as I turned 10, my grandpa, like literally the day of I turned 10, he literally took me on a track, took me to go like run over some hurdles, practice and stuff. And then eventually from there, it just like stayed with me. I kept going.
You mentioned your grandpa. Is he a pretty big influence on you?
Yeah,
that's kind of like guided you.
He's been my coach. Like you could basically say he's like my motivation for like track and stuff. Stuff like that.
I believe it, man. I see you guys. You go to Cathedral High School, right? Obviously I teach there. Everyone knows that. But when I'm on the track, I see Grandpa Taylor, man. He's there with you, man, scolding you, telling you what to do, giving you the drills, right? It's a 24/7 job, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
So that being said, tell us. I know now you have Coach Chris. Coach Chris is one of the again, I'm not a track guy, obviously for my body, but I can just tell Coach Chris, who's the coach at Cathedral for track and field. I mean, he's kind of big time, right? He dedicates a lot of time, a lot of effort to you guys, and he wants to be the best. So tell me, what have you got from Coach Chris, and what's a daily routine, a daily practice under Coach Chris to make you the best hurdler you can be?
All right, so things I picked up from Coach Chris, always go out and try my best, put it all on the track, never treat anybody like different, cuz I'm like cuz of like my status in the track. So like, like say I seen somebody, some random dude I didn't know, or like if it was like a low key meet, always go out there and perform at my highest potential that I have, pretty much. And a daily routine, he got us doing like, so we gotta like drink protein. So that's main thing he have us doing: protein, stretching, and weights, pretty much.
So give me a workout. Give me like a, let's say, I think today you guys might have had a workout today or
Yeah.
yesterday. So when you hit the track after you stretch out, what's your warm up? What do you guys do for warm up, and then how many sprints you guys do or whatever it is?
All right, so today basically what we do like basically every day. So we start off like doing bands, band stretches and stuff, and then like we'll do drills over like these small hurdle drills, and then we'll like do hip flexors, stretch out our legs, get every like make sure our bodies is warm and stuff like that. We'll do laps, like warm up laps, and then we'll get on the gate, and sometimes we'll do like leg swings, or
I
we'll do
see
like
that.
high knees. It's like high knee switches, stuff like that. And then so right after that, he tells us to work out. Today we did 200 repeats, and then I worked on the hurdles after that. So we did like 7 200s. They all was like for like a certain time, and yeah, and then after that I worked on the hurdles and stuff like that.
Nice. I got kind of like a different question. So with track and really your kind of event is really individual based, right?
Yeah.
How do you kind of do you feel like a lot of pressure, man? Like, because it's all on you as opposed to like a team sport where it's like it's a team. You win together, you lose together. But like for yourself, when you go out there, and you give it your all, and if you perform, it's on you. You get all the glory, all the praise. But
Yeah.
then if something goes wrong, you know what I mean? If you're not at your best, that's all on you. There's no one, you're looking at yourself in the mirror saying like, man, I could have done better or whatever. Do you feel that pressure on every time you go out there and do hurdles, or how does that work for you?
All right, so yeah, I mean I feel pressured sometimes, like in the big track meets I get a little nervous sometimes,
Mhm.
but I learned to embrace it, and it makes me perform better, because
Yeah.
with me when I'm working under pressure I feel I work better when I'm working under pressure. So like when I'm at big track meets and it's like the big other known hurdlers there, it really motivates me to do my best and push harder, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much.
I'm pretty sure those other hurdlers are probably even more nervous because when they line up next to you, like, damn, this MFer right here, he's number one in the state. Shit, I can't beat him. So they probably feel even more nervous, right?
Yeah, and it's crazy because like my whole time I've been in high school, I've been racing like seniors, juniors, a whole bunch of like older people. So
Right.
they come up to me, they look at me like I'm like an idol or something to them or something.
But that also, I mean, also tell me, doesn't that put like a target on your back? Do they want to beat you?
Yeah. So basically, what my coach said this year, I'm gonna have a big target on my back, especially. Well, I had one on my back junior year, but due to the COVID, it got canceled. So yeah, but he said, just practice hard, work hard, don't let anybody outrun you, and just always remember that I'm gonna have a target on my back. Yeah.
So speaking about targets, I just want to bring up Cathedral one more time, but Coach Chris, I don't know if he's told you guys, maybe he hasn't, maybe he has, but Coach Chris, he is like adamant that Cathedral is the favorite to win the state championship this year for track and field. He's like, head over heels. He's saying it every time. We're gonna win state. We're gonna win state. And for track, it's different because there's not different divisions for the state title, right? All the teams that go to one big state track meet, state champion. And Coach Chris is saying, Mondo, Fernandez, we got this, man. If we run well, we're gonna be state champions. What do you feel about that? Is that true?
Yeah, all right. So basically, how this state thing's gonna go. So it's mostly dependent on me, since
Yeah,
since
that's what he said. That's what he
yeah,
said.
since I'm ranked number one in both hurdles, I gotta contribute to my team. Come out with 2 wins in both of my events, and then we also just got 2 new guys for
Yes,
the 4x4. And if we run well in that, that's gonna give us enough points to win state. So basically,
exactly.
what it comes down to, yeah.
That's exactly what he said. He goes, Taylor's good for two first place events, and if he gets that, oh, we good.
So I'm gonna ask you this. You think Mr. Fernandez could get 1 or 2 hurdles in? What do you think?
Oh shit.
Hell no. Nah,
Oh
I don't even
damn,
think he'll jump over it.
dude. Okay, like if if you're
He needs a
asking
step
me
stool. He needs a step stool.
inform, if you're asking me inform to do one, probably not. But
Yeah,
if I
probably
could,
like jumping over it. Yeah, you probably could.
yeah, yeah, running through, I could do it. I see those hurdles. I could run and jump about two of them, but like running in form like you do, like a gazelle, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I don't
It's not
know,
gonna happen.
man. I doubt you could even jump over one, to be honest.
Yeah,
we
it
gotta
probably
we
got to be
gotta
on
we
the
gotta take him
lowest.
out to the track.
Yeah, the
No,
lowest height. That's probably what she got to jump over.
there you go. No, I can do those little yellow ones that go up to your shins.
Barely.
Yeah. So Taylor, I know that. Well, actually, I don't know, man, because we don't over Zooms. We haven't spoken too much on a personal level. But I taught you last year as a junior in U.S. history. This year, I'm your religion teacher. But hey, what like your college for next year? Have you committed anywhere? Are people talking to you? I'm pretty sure they are, right? I mean, you're the number one in the state of California. So is there a big recruitment after you? What talk to us about that.
All right, so I have a top five, and
Oh,
I recently just got another school, the University of Houston. They reached out to me, and they told me they wanted me to come to their school. So basically, the top five schools that I'm thinking about right now is Oregon, LSU, Michigan, Texas A&M, and the Florida Gators.
hey,
Wow.
I can tell you right now. I bet your Grandpa Taylor. Again, I haven't talked to him about this. I'm guessing he wants you to go to Michigan.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
You know why
yeah,
I know that? Because his Grandpa Taylor's a doctor. He's a
yeah.
doctor. So yeah, so Michigan, yeah, it's a big time
Yeah,
doctor school.
that's where he wants me to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. So
What's
when you
that
get back
process
to
been
visit,
like, man, with COVID stuff? I mean, you can't really go on visits, can you? I mean, how's that working for you right now?
So basically, they set up like Zoom meetings, and they show you around like the school, or like they send you like videos. They like record videos around the campus, and they send it to you and stuff like that. Pretty much.
Interesting. Okay. But
nice.
coaches are still reaching out and stuff like that, talking to you, like recruiting you, basically, like in that sense, over Zoom and all that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Zoom.
So I heard one school I didn't hear is USC. No, I mean I think because I know that Coach Chris, we got a couple, not a couple. I think we had one recent graduate about maybe 5 years ago, right? Isaiah
Yeah,
Juliet, or
sure, yeah,
yeah, he went to USC, right,
yeah.
for track. Okay, interesting. All right. So you want to get as far away from Los Angeles as possible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to get out of Los Angeles. I'm trying to like get some money. Yeah,
I mean, right, Florida, LSU, Texas, A&M, Michigan,
Michigan.
Oregon. Yeah, yeah. You want to get out of LA, my
Pretty
guy.
far.
Hey, bro, all those five schools you can't go wrong with, my guy.
No,
Those are amazing.
yeah.
and all any of those schools be lucky to have you, man. But so when you're working out, man, when you're trying to get ready for a big event, what are some of the things you do to get ready, man? You listen to music, you just or do you just zen, man, get in the zone without doing that? How do you get ready for something like that?
All right, so yeah, so preparing for like track meets stuff like that. So what I
Mhm.
do, I get my mind right. I work out. I mean, I warm up like real good. Get my muscles loose. Go over the hurdle a couple times. I listen to music. Yeah, that's the main key. Listening
What's
to
in
music.
your earbuds, man? What are you listening to?
I listen to a variety of stuff like Young
Okay.
Boy, No Cap, Lil Baby. I listen to a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Give me like the top 5 artists you're listening to right now. You
Top
said Young
five.
Boy and Lil Baby, right?
All right, so my top five probably be No Cap, Young Boy, Lil Baby, Rilo, Rilo Rodriguez.
Mhm.
I don't even know.
Hey, who's that? Who's that guy that you have? So when we're in Zoom class, right? You're so nervous and scared of me. You never put your camera on. You always have this guy, this rapper. I'm guessing like crouched over in front of like these luxury apartments with like a jacket on. Who is that?
Oh, that's No Cap. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So he has no cap on his thing.
Hey, but all those get you hyped up for running, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's cool, my guy. So again, my last question, man, Taylor, is how bad do you want a season this year? Or you're like, whatever. I have my college scholarships already. I'm good to go.
I'm kind of like iffy, you know. I
Yeah.
but I really do want a season this year because I didn't get to run junior year. I didn't get to like show what I could do. I wanted to come back stronger than I did last year. But if we get a season, I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna secure a dub for the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta win the state meet.
That's
Got
right.
to win Coach Chris another little state title. He said he never won, so I want to make sure I win him his first state title,
That's
pretty
cool.
much.
I like that, man. I like that.
So Taylor, again, I'm not too familiar with track and field. Again, my guy, look at my stomach, right? So what's the average age for a Olympic uh, hurdler?
You look like a shot put, Mandy.
You're right.
The
what,
average
what, yeah,
the average
for
age
Olympics.
there's people who get drafted, like not drafted, but they get invited to like run for USATF, like the Olympic team, like the USA team, like during college. So I say like it all depends on your time. So
Yeah.
you can really go any time you want. It just depends on your time. So if you run in the times that they want or like the required times, then you'll get invited to run for the Team USA and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I bring it up because is one of your goals maybe possibly 2028 LA
Yeah, that's
Olympics?
my goal.
Maybe 2024, 2028. We'll see you at the 2028. We'll see you at SoFi Stadium, right? When the Rams play,
Ooh,
yeah, running that hurdles. That'd be pretty sick.
that'd be something, man. That'd be something.
Yeah,
Right.
it's one of my goals. Yeah, I'm trying to make to the Olympics. That was one of my goals from when I was young.
Nice.
My grandpa, me and my grandpa talked it over, and he said he really wanted to see me in the Olympics. So I'm gonna make it happen. So
That's right.
All right, man. Well, it was awesome to have you.
Hey, so that was our guy right there, Anthony Taylor, man. Again,
Impressive.
like we said
Impressive.
earlier, when do we get to speak to the number one ranked in anything?
Yeah.
Right? It's crazy. Number one ranked. This is the number one ranked hurdler in the state of California, right? And you heard the colleges that want him: Michigan,
Those are
Florida,
huge programs. Huge programs.
huge track and field programs, right? And what's his goal? He talked to it with his mentor, his grandfather. What's his goal? 2028 LA Olympics. He'll be 26 years old. That's prime age. He wants it bad. That'll be
Oh yeah.
awesome.
That'd be so awesome to see. Hopefully, we see him get a medal. That would be amazing, man. Just to have him on this show first, like we all like, and that's the reason we have these people on this show. Why? Because they're the next man up. They're the guys you're gonna hear about. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow,
And up.
but you're gonna come back and visit the show. And man, remember that guy? He just won an Olympic gold medal, and look, he was on the guy's show a while back. So that's why we have these guys on the show. Big part of our show. So, Mandy, the next segment. Of course, everybody kind of knows. They know what time it is. It's time for rapid fire.
Let's go.
Sports trivia with Mandy and Chooch. So, Mandy, I believe I got the last two, so I'm doing pretty hot. I'm pretty hot.
Yeah,
right
bro. I give
I'm
you
on
the
rapid
most questions. Yeah,
fire. Hey, man, I don't choose your questions for you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Mo? You know what I'm talking about. Do I choose this guy's questions? You're the producer. Back me up here. Who chooses the question?
I have a good question for Mo. Mauricio, number one, do you know what a hurdle is in track and field?
Of course.
Okay, Mo. So you heard, you're trying to bag on me during the interview, right? Yes, I think I can jump over 2 hurdles, not in form. I could do it though. Now, Mo, would you be able to jump over 2 hurdles?
Of course.
All right, Mo, because we're both in LA, Mo. We're both in LA. When you have time, would you be down to race me in
Oh man.
a 100-meter sprint?
Yes. Say yes.
Set it up and let's do this.
Let's go. Mo with the heat on rapid fire.
Let's go. All right, guys. Hey, Mo, we have a beautiful track at Cathedral.
I know you
I'm
do.
gonna call you up, bro. We're gonna set this up. I'm gonna have someone to film it. And damn.
And man, you're gonna get some more. Hey, we're gonna take bets. We're gonna have bets over under time. We're gonna have plus minus on the odds. Oh, it's gonna be lit. I think, Mandy, you're gonna come in as an underdog, to be honest with you, my boy. But we'll see. We'll see. Early card. Lines may move.
Oh, let's do. I'm so excited.
Right now, Mandy got the advantage because he could get that practice in.
True, and he be biking to work too. He gets those leg workouts in. He he works from his knees often, so you get that leg work. But Mo, do I choose Mandy's rapid fire questions, or does he?
Is that your question?
No. Ask me questions. Does he pick them, or do I pick them for him?
When he asks you questions?
Yes.
He picks them.
He picks them. So he chooses to do those cheap questions, right? Not me.
All right. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, Mandy, enough with your softball excuses. Get in the game. Get your head in the game. So, Mandy,
some hardball
now that
questions.
college basketball, yeah, exactly. Come on, hardball questions, some tough stuff. Mandy, now that college basketball is back, it is back in full effect. Okay. One of my favorite things is these mid-major programs that produce these NBA guys that you're like, oh man, I remember that guy from the tournament. Now he's playing for so-and-so. And I'm going to give you a couple of guys here. I'm going to see if you can give me that mid-major program, the school, the old classic, where did you go to college game? All right. Number one, I believe he's coaching the Brooklyn Nets now from Canada, former MVP, Steve Nash.
I'm going to say, I know it's a West Coast school.
West Coast.
St. Mary's. Steve Nash went to, I know the West Coast, a small West Coast. I'm going to say St. Mary's.
St. Mary's, yeah, we'll go over it. I forget at the end. But next player, former MVP also, again at a mid-major, champion with the Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry. Where does Stephen Curry?
Yeah, Davidson next.
Yes, they were eliminated by UCLA, I believe, when he went to the tournament. Next player here, not a former MVP, former All-Star. Just signed a huge contract with Charlotte for $130 million. Gordon Hayward. Shout out to Judith's man here, Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, my wife has a little man crush on him. She goes, Gordon, Hayward. He went to Butler next.
Butler. All right, that's what he says. Next player here, one of the most iconic game-winning shots ever for the Portland Trail Blazers when they beat, was it OKC or Houston? Maybe it was Houston.
He went to Weber State next.
Weber State. Next guy on the same team, former All-Star, I believe. C.J. McCollum, dead-eye shooter. C.J. McCollum went to a mid-major school. Can you name that mid-major?
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
I want to say to school.
It's a good program too.
Yeah, I want to say he went to a West Coast school also. I want to say for some reason. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm drawing blanks right now with CJ McCollum. I'm just gonna say Northern Arizona.
Okay. NAU. All right. Do you want me to go over these, or do you want to go over yours first?
Now go ahead. Tell me what you got.
All right. So Steve Nash, I believe you said Mount St. Mary's.
No, St. Mary's College.
St. Mary's. So no, he went to Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
Nash,
See?
Santa Clara.
Oh, I'm trying to
Yeah.
think.
West Coast. You had
West Coast.
right train of thought. Right train of thought. Stephen Curry, of course, went to Davidson. Gordon Hayward, yes, went to Butler. Weber State was the university for Dame Lillard, of course. And CJ McCollum attended Lehigh University.
It wasn't a West Coast school.
Yeah, no, not a West Coast school. But I give you an A for effort, and you got 3 out of 5. That's your typical score.
Yeah, 60%. My turn. I'm gonna go with. I'm giving you. He's my brother. I want you to fit in. I don't want you to get bullied by your fans and say you're not smart. I'm gonna go with just big names out there. I know these guys. Let's see.
I don't like being bullied. It's true.
Devin Booker.
Kentucky.
Okay, that's good. Devin Booker went to Kentucky. Let's go with.
Half the NBA went to Kentucky.
Yeah. Montrezl Harrell.
Ooh, Trez. I know he just signed with the Lakers. He looks like he went to Florida. I don't know.
No, he went to Louisville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have got
that. Early New York Knicks draft pick this year, Obi Toppin.
Who?
Obi Toppin, one of the best guys in the NBA draft this year.
Oh, okay. So if he's one of the best guys in the NBA draft, he went to a big school. Let's go with Kentucky. I'm going Kentucky.
He went to Davidson. Sorry.
Davidson, yeah. Davidson, really? I didn't hear about him.
Yeah. What? He was good.
I'm going to look him up.
Let's go with Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving, he went to another big school. Hold on. Duke. Went to Duke.
Duke, yes.
With Coach K.
So you got your 2 for 4.
Yes. Okay. Here's the clincher right here.
Here's the clincher right here. Are you ready?
Got this.
Again, softball question.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Again, I want you to time me.
All right, let's see.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Russell Westbrook.
UCLA, baby. UCLA. Come on, man. Give me a tough one.
I wasn't saying James Harden.
Arizona State.
Okay, we're good then. We're good. All right.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go quick round off the top of the head, guys that you know. Ready? And it doesn't have to be big names. 1 for me, Lujanez Dort. Where did Lujanez Dort go? Dropped, I think, 30 in a playoff game with the Thunder.
Yeah, you win. I don't know. I don't know who he is.
He went to ASU also.
Oh,
who you got?
Yeah, you win.
No, you got to give me one now.
All right, let's go with this is not good. Anthony Davis.
Kentucky, I win. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Winner, chicken dinner. Let's go. Okay. Oh, that's a 3 in a row.
Hold on. Baby. I got one for Mo. Mauricio.
What's up?
Rapid fire. Yeah, one question, Mo. What college did LeBron James go to?
Ooh.
Dang.
Come on, Mo. This is the biggest athlete in the world in the NBA right now.
Ohio? I don't know.
College.
Ohio. He said Ohio. Hey, that's where he's from. Oh no, he's from Ohio, Cleveland, Akron. But Mo, he didn't go to college. But that was a good try.
Oh yeah,
he
went straight from high school.
Straight out of high school.
Yes.
But hey, you got the right state. That's huge. That's
huge. Do you know what city he's from?
What city? What's that? Akron.
Yeah.
Wow.
Akron.
Whoa.
I just said it.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear you.
And so we got rapid fire out of the way. I won, of course. Mo, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna put you ahead of Mandy for the Ohio answer because you got the state. Yeah, you got the state. So me, Mo, Mandy, in that order. Gonna be that order in the race. Honestly, Mo will probably beat me too. I don't know. But Mandy, for the week, you gave us a sneak peek of your takeaway. What you got?
So I'm looking up my guy's Instagram right now. I got it. We're good. So I got my boy Rick Garola, classmate of mine at Cathedral High School, 2005. He's my guy. We played baseball together. He was my guy out through high school, man. He's starting his own little clothing line. He lives down the street from me right here in Alhambra. And again, this is a shirt right here. It's kind of basic, but it's a start. Los Angeles.
You say your shirt's basic.
Yeah. Look, City of Champions, Dodgers. Lakers.
I like it.
You gotta start summer, right? But what I'm very interested in is his his line that he's gonna have. Okay, it's gonna be basically these nice T-shirts, but they're gonna be Loteria baseball themed.
That's
So he
sick.
was giving a little sneak peek, right? And I'll make sure to give you guys his IG. You guys can look it up. It'd be great Christmas gifts for your family members who love baseball. So he was saying,
Smart.
he already showed me the prototypes. He's gonna go and make them, but it's gonna be like Fernando Venezuela, in his wind up where he looks up in the sky, and it's gonna be El Toro, right?
That's fire. That's fire.
That, and it's gonna be
Clayton Kershaw, El Güero. No.
El Güero, right?
That'd be good. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, so he's like Loteria themed with baseball players. So
That's dope.
I mean, yeah, he told me about how to say discover in Spanish, and descubridor. I don't know how I say that, but he put a picture of Mike Brito. Right? He's a scout for the Dodgers who discovered Fernando Valenzuela, who discovered Yasiel Puig, who discovered Julio Urias. So yeah, man. So it's gonna be pretty dope. His IG is RG9_photos. RG9.
Bro, I got a good one for your guy here. You can get Correa and put El Llorón. That'd be pretty fire. That'd be pretty fire. Or Joe Kelly, something with, I don't know. Come on, we got a collab here. Here we go. But that's a dope takeaway. You guys get those shirts. I mean, I haven't even seen them yet. I'm already kind of excited about it. I'm not even a Dodger fan, but that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. Something unique, different. And my takeaway for this week, and really, I mean, I got it. It was kind of something that I heard about today, and it sucks. Having to do this part of the takeaway, and it sucks. It's hard, but Diego Maradona, soccer legend, absolute legend. A lot of people say he's the GOAT. Him, Pelé, and even if you're not a huge soccer fan, you probably know the name just because of all his success in the World Cups. But rest in peace to the legend. True. I know he had those things about scandals and things like that, but right, cocaine stuff. But on the field, there's really nobody better. And I think it was really cool what Pelé said when they asked him about Diego's passing. He said, "I can't wait to play football with you in the sky, brother." And I think that's so cool. And I just it's emotional and stuff like that, but I just think it's awesome.
I'll be real with you guys, okay? I didn't know really the story of Diego Maradona. I can't say his last name. I really didn't know. I'm not a soccer guy, but I saw his documentary on him on I think it was HBO or it was on Spectrum. Wow,
crazy life,
dude. It was an amazing. First of all, it's an amazing documentary for any athlete to watch. But it shows how his Argentinian, right? He was Argentinian,
yes.
Right? Yeah, the next golden child. He wanted to go play for Barcelona.
Yep.
He didn't feel comfortable there. Didn't work out, and he gets sold to this little crime-ridden town in Italy called Napoli FC, which were the bottom feeders, the laughing stock of Italian football, and he took them to 4 titles.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
I mean, he led his country to World Cups, literally World Cups.
The hand of God, baby, the hand of God.
Exactly, the guy who the ultimate prize.
Watch that movie.
Yes, yeah, you guys get a chance, definitely check out that pick. But yeah, I mean, honestly, the ultimate prize in soccer is the World Cup, and really you get measured. I mean, you got Ronaldo and Messi, different kind of guys in the current era, you know what I mean? But Maradona and guys like that who led their teams to World Cups are just so special to their respective countries, and they'll never be forgotten. They're heroes forever. So rest in peace to my guy Diego Maradona. And that was our show this week. We appreciate you stopping by. You guys are the best fans in the world. Make sure you check out our guys' clothing line here. We'll drop the ads and stuff like that. Get you guys in touch with them if you need to get those Christmas gifts.
Photos.
That's right. We'll drop that at. And really, hopefully you enjoyed our guy, Anthony Taylor. We really appreciate you guys for stopping by, and make sure you subscribe to us and all that on all of our social medias, things like that. Tell your friends. Like I said, call to action. I don't know if y'all told 3 people. I don't know, man. I don't know. We got to figure that out. But comment on some stuff, like some stuff, get some participation. If you guys have time to review the show, definitely helps us out. So have a great rest of your week. Thanks for tuning in to the NextManUp Sportscast.
Champions. Hey.